to the shit show.
Welcome to the show. Good
We got fun
evening,
and
ladies,
games. Oh, sorry, wrong
lords, lasses, and all those in between. It is I, your humble game master, today to bring you some more Rains of Vitrium content. It is I, the Deadly Shad. Hello, welcome to episode 98. 98. And here today to join me are my lovely co-hosts. Agatha, say hi to the people.
Soon we'll be too old to play with Legos. Shake my head.
Damn. Francois, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Morrigan, say hi.
Soon Shad's saved files are going to start being out of order because it'll save 100 after 10.
Morrigan, say hi to the people.
You're never too old to play with Legos.
Soren, say hi to the people.
I mean, I still play with Legos.
Yeah. And Valen, say hi to the people.
I'm almost 43. Sorry,
Just play Warhammer. They're better Legos.
Oh, are they now?
Incorrect.
press X to doubt.
They're Legos you actually have to paint and color.
Exactly, they're better.
No, they're lame.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They're roughly the same price, though, so...
Anyway, so, when last we left our anyway, remember to like, subscribe, comment, all the other jazz on YouTube and Twitch and so on and so forth. Support and whatnot. And let us get right into the showdy for the brodies. When last we left our adventurers, Agatha the Kobold Necromancer, Soren the Rabbit Folk Samurai, Morrigan the Halfly Divination Wizard, Renslaw the Rabbit Folk Monk, and Vuori and Valen, played by the same person, the Rabbit Folk Smith and Rabbit Folk Cleric, question mark. The party
Class
managed
undefined.
the party managed to grab a hold of
Rabbitfolk Edgelord.
of Lorelei, the Archmage the Divine, the new Archmage the Divine, and her lovely life of hey, I can hear all the gods and all the devils talking in my head at once. This is a lovely existence. This is fine, she says with her mind on fire. Don't worry about it. And everyone determined that it would be a pretty good idea if we followed Morrigan's advice and went to the Birchwood to meet with the White Witch there and speak about getting a bit of a bond, a bit of a thing around Lorelei's hand to kind of like help her block out all the voices so she can have some peace and quiet.
And to shroud us.
Oh yeah, and to shroud you guys from people seeing what you really are. Smile. After Agathar lost his sadness, his ability to feel sad, to get his soul fixed and his connection to Soifang severed, Morrigan losing a bit of her spite and anger to basically fund the wristband around everyone else's wrist, which gives them the effects of a ring of mind shielding, so long as everyone has their pieces on, and also fund Lorelei's mental blockage, or at least the enhancement of Morrigan's mental blockage that she put on Lorelei. Shortly afterwards, after no more deals were further made, everyone went to go leave, and then Calagrin started firebombing the Birchwood.
Roll.
Yeah.
Oh, Calagrin.
Yeah.
So,
And I believe that everyone that we left off session with you guys hearing eldritch screeches as dropships went yum 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 and just explosions in the distance. And that is where we're going to pick up session for today as I grab a bit of music, which I had neglected to grab earlier.
Well, shame.
Look, don't worry about it. Hey,
It's totally fine.
we'll have a little bit of placeholder music here while you guys chat amongst yourselves as to what you're going to do.
What?
So,
How many ships are in the air?
roll me perception checks, everyone.
Oh, right. See, we do need those sheets open.
You lie.
That was the
Oh,
GM, Agathar.
Hello,
11.
Oh,
perception.
oopies. LOL.
Nope, see,
I-
I was
I-
told no sheets, so I'm giving myself a plus 99 modifier.
Damn you.
Natural one anyway.
I'm going to blow one of my
so
one of my 2 tokens to make that a 15.
Pretty sure that's what I remember
Okay.
mine being.
20, 29,
20.
21, 15. All right then.
I can almost see
Um,
God.
Agathar, you spot at least one dropship flying overhead. Soren, you spot at least 2. Rensois, you spot at least 4 to 5. Morrigan, same number. Vani, with your ears and your eyesight, you are able to perceive at least roughly 10 that are making bombing runs around the outskirts of the forest, slowly circling their way inwards. And it is around this point in time that, stepping out of a tree, I will show you guys a thing.
Oh, whoa.
It's sword on.
Emerging
Sword on.
from the Birchwood in the form of 6 spindly limbs, you see this creature slip out of a tree nearest to you guys and your cart, crawling forth out of an orifice within it. As Sabina stands up and she points at you, Morrigan, and she says, "Go," with all of her eyes opened currently.
Just kind of like has that like nervous, like sweaty look of like a deep swallow and a nod. I imagine Morrigan knows what that means.
It means leave.
Oh, my God, she's like, not leaving. You daft.
The eyes narrow, and you feel kind of like the weight of the woods shuffle around. And she kind of like leans tall, like unnaturally tall, like almost as tall as a tree itself, over you guys, as each of her eyes just snaps to each one of you, and Lorelei as well. And she says, "You leave."
No. Morrigan taking a step forward, and you can see pin feathers kind of like pushing past her skin. She's got like that snarl on her face.
You helped us. Let us help you.
The eyes narrow, and the one on Morrigan rolls in its socket before she says, "Fine." And then she steps forward and puts a hand on each of your chests and pushes backwards as you are thrown backwards into a tree each. The trees swallow your bodies whole, and you are trapped in darkness for a moment.
Well, that's the end of the campaign.
Okay, well, see you guys.
Fade to black, Roxfall.
You feel roots begin to slither beneath your clothing and around your body. One around your neck, one around the top of your head, one around each of your limbs as you are pulled taut inside this tree, suction to the back of it. And then the whole thing begins to move. All of you feel the weight of the woods themselves. You feel your skin along the extremities begin to burn, as if you were on fire yourself. And then you feel a sense of connection to each other. A slow awakening of your senses as your bodies pull inwards and your trees begin to connect and attach and grind and writhe and pull and tug and slowly emerge from the ground as more trees just slowly bend inwards and attach to one another and slowly lift yourselves up and out of the ground, as I will introduce you to your new selves.
Go.
On roll 20. Each of you awakens, and your eyes open upwards to reveal this form, towering above the trees. I will game end all of you.
No way!
No.
Ow!
Yeah.
I don't even like Attack on Titan, so I don't care.
I don't like it either, but the song's a banger.
Yeah, no, the song.
It do be a banger.
All right, as
It's a
I
fucking show.
So fucking
shift
cool.
the music around,
Song fucking slaps.
and I bring
does.
you guys to your battle map.
Oh, so fucking cool.
Yay, I get to control 2 of these things. Yay.
No, you only get one action.
LOL.
All right. As you guys emerge out, you are towering high above the trees, and you spot that there are indeed 10 dropships zipping around and slowly dropping bombs on each other on the forest itself. As I will now reveal to you guys your character sheet.
Let's see, where's the character?
It is right here.
I see, but in bio and info.
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
Let me actually edit this dang thing. Ah, there we go. There you go. That should fix it.
Turns out he didn't put anything in there.
So,
No, Chad's more put together than I am when it comes to this sort of thing.
if you will pay attention, you will notice that you have a few features on this particular sheet. Are you able to see all the stats?
Yes.
All right. Just do keep in mind, everyone, that you all control the exact same character sheet, so be careful.
Will do.
Start adding modifiers to things.
Yes. Also, keep in mind that you have a forest health bar to keep track of as well. So basically, while in this form, you may cast any of the spells on the spell list. They do not require concentration. They do not require material components. They do, however, cost health from the forest itself at a rate of 10 HP per level of spell. So your 9th level spell is 90 hit points. Your 1st level spell is 10 hit points. Make sense? Each time you use one of your recharge abilities, it is 50 HP unless stated otherwise. Your basic attacks do not take any HP cost. If your hit points reach 0 in this form, you do not go down. Instead, the forest begins eating damage for you. Every round, at the end of every round, the forest will take passive damage based on how many dropships remain in the air not currently fighting you. You're in a race against time, because if this forest burns down too much, you're gonna start losing abilities. Sound good to everyone?
Yeah, let's do this shit.
All right.
Yeah. I've given up on trying to read abilities. There's like 5 people clicking the sheet.
Oh,
Like I
Yeah,
said, here, let me just.
alright, well,
There you go. There you go. They're all open. You can read them all at your leisure. So now I need everyone to use their character sheets to roll initiative, because the way this battle's going to be done is each of you gets a turn, and on each of those turns you can control the actions of this Titan.
Do we have to use? Should we use our tokens to differentiate that, or?
Oh yes, you should. Sorry.
Oh,
I was
whoops.
gonna say.
LOL.
I was about to say, I was like,
Put your tokens over here.
I'm just gonna slap mine in the top right corner.
Yeah, over
Yeah,
here.
same.
I am so sorry. Also, Drav, you only get 1 turn.
Aw.
Okay, we got sleep. Okay.
Let me send these. All right. Now I need to add. Lair actions. Because the witch gets lair actions. And as you guys lift yourselves upwards, you see that there are 3 drop ships that begin to make their way over to where you are to try and neutralize the threat. As I roll initiative for them. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Vani, what's your initiative score? Or your initiative bonus? +6? Okay, you go before that. Alright. So. You guys need a couple minutes to become acquainted with the sheet.
we can catch Goodberry, guys. It's great. We'll be fine. Awaken, polymorph.
We have haste.
We do have haste.
I like that we have spike growth. Like, that'll be useful. It's like, we're cast this spiky growth on the ground. It'll do nothing to these flying creatures.
And we cast polymorph on the ships.
No, we
The
cast
ships
reverse
are
gravity.
constructs and they are vehicles.
That's what we cast. Reverse gravity on the ships.
Oh,
Ooh, oh man, if only we had minimized, we could shrink the ship and it wouldn't have a saving throw. Everybody inside be like, oh!
At any rate, certain spells.
I feel like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm talking to myself. I'm just like, I feel like control weather would be a real good one to do right off rip.
yeah,
Oh,
honestly.
hell yeah. We want a blizzard.
Yeah.
All right. Why a blizzard?
Help slow down fire.
So
Wait, no, that's their zone.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We
like
need it.
a
need
blizzard is
torrential
the
rain.
one. A blizzard is the one weather phenomena you do not want in this situation.
No, we gotta go for torrential rain.
Fair. We could still do hail.
Yeah.
At any
I
rate,
feel like their ships are.
Soren,
recognized.
your turn. What are you doing?
Well, are any of them close enough for a sword attack?
No,
My man,
but-
you can go anywhere.
No, but I get to introduce you to another feature that this particular creature has. You can tree stride for free. So basically, you can walk to this tree and pop out in any other tree in this map, like
so
a dandelion.
I could just pop out of this one here.
Yep.
Cool. So what's the movement speed? It's the character sheet's
30.
currently not on 30. Okay, so that I believe is 30 feet, and Slurp.
Yeah, get him.
And he's gonna make 2 sword attacks on him.
All right, go for it.
Soren gonna do what Soren
That
knows
hits.
how to do.
I was about to say, I was like, we definitely know Soren's in control
That
right now because
hits.
he's immediately going for the swords.
He goes for swords.
All right. 25 and 14, 19 and 10. The necrotic damage does not matter against the vehicle because it is a metal vehicle. But, whenever it hits
lot of
half health,
damage.
it will. So that is 44 damage. Very nice, very nice, very nice. This dropship seems overtly surprised at the fact that this massive behemoth, just stepped into a tree and just popped out the ground like a dandelion just to smash at it a couple times.
They didn't know what they were fucking with. They're about to find out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
Am I last in the order? I am last in the order.
Next up, lair action.
Appreciate it, bud. Look at it. Oh.
So you guys all feel the forest itself seem to quake and writhe as more trees sprout up around you. I'm gonna put markers as to other places you can warp to that a tree would not normally be at, if that makes sense. Bonnie, what are you doing?
You know what? Let's pop control weather. Fuck it.
All right. What are you controlling weather to?
Good. Pretty much what do the torrential rain.
Torrential rain? Okay. While torrential rain is active, everyone you guys and the forest have resistance to fire damage, which is nice because it cancels out the vulnerability.
Yeah. Very good.
And also, as a bonus action on subsequent turns, anyone can change the weather again. As this Birchwood Titan lifts its arms upwards, and a large circle is a large eye is drawn around the entire forest, as clouds manifest above it, and bloody rain begins to drip down from the skies above in a torrential downpour. Remove 80 health from the forest, please. This bomber is going to... Let's look at what it can do. Ah, yes. It is going to zoom across here and then use a bonus action to break the sound barrier and sonic boom over here. But as it draws a line across this area here, I need you, the Birchwood Titan, to make a dex save. Any one of you can do it. Please choose who does the dex save.
I could do it.
That should make it a little bit easier.
10.
Ooh, that fails.
Yeah, it's not very dexterous.
Quick question, Shad.
What's up?
Can I still use abilities that I have?
Yes, you can still cast spells if you want.
But can I use my portents or my special abilities?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Sorry, I should specify. You guys can still cast spells and use your own special abilities while within this particular creature. But the effects may vary.
Shit.
I
know, Icebarn's laughing.
So, also, as a minor aside, that is 29 fire damage to you, and that is 29 fire damage to the forest as well as a bombing run happens.
Alright, I'll do the Titan. I'll do the Titan health.
Yep.
Next up, this one. This one is also going to zoom over here and then sonic boom down to here. Another dex save, please. As this one also drops a payload on you guys.
I can do it again if you guys want.
I think so. For now, I'm looking at something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, I got it. I don't got it.
Another failed deck save. That'll be 31 fire damage to both you and the forest as this bombing run happens. Francois.
31.
Yep, 31. Francois, your turn.
Alright, let's see.
Good thing you got the
Oh,
vulnerability.
also, Francois, you're a druid, correct?
Ish.
You feel a special connection between yourself and the Birchwood Titan. If you so desire, you may sacrifice your own HP to cast spells for it. At a rate of
Like
two, your personal HP pool. At a rate of 2 HP, at a rate of 1 to 2. So basically, one of your HP points counts as 2 HP from the forest. So a 9th level spell should be 45 HP from you. For frame of reference.
Fair enough. So I can do it like once.
For a
ninth
big
level
spell.
one.
For a big spell, yes.
Yeah, let me see.
You can also use your bonus action to shift the weather if you want.
No, fuck that. I do want to see what. Let me read this Witch's Revenge thing again.
Ho 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 ho! Going for the big one already.
Well, I'm wanting to read it. 'Cause it
Uh,
kept getting opened and closed.
okay, basically it's Meteor Swarm with a con save, but it does Necrotic and Psychic instead.
So the
Oh,
product
that's
will
not
do
gonna-
nothing against you guys right now.
Well, neither
the
was
psychic
Psychic.
too.
I somehow don't think the dropship takes
The
psychic damage.
the people inside will.
The drivers would.
Yes, they would.
I mean, what about this one?
What I need to get is that one Eldritch invocation that allows you to see through solid objects so I can cast Vortex Warp on these things. Start dragging pilots out of their seats into the open air.
Ah, good thing I have seatbelt.
Seatbelt dangles in the wind.
Look.
All right, Agathar, you're on deck next. Please make sure you know what you want to do.
Alright, yeah, I think probably she's used to punching.
Okay.
But, what's the range on Rock Toss?
Oh, like 120, 240.
Alright. Question, does the tree thing, the tree step, does that trigger attack of opportunity?
I will say no, it does not.
Alright, cool. Yeah, she's going... We're in a tree, and it's just going to warp back to this tree.
Okay.
And just... both arms will reach down into the forest, and each one just grabs a chunk of earth, and is just going to heave up, and we're going to chuck one at this one, and one at this one over here.
Sure thing, go for it, roll the hit. That'll hit. And that'll also hit. I think I gave you guys a bit too big of a hit bonus.
No,
Nah,
nonsense.
No, you didn't. That's fine.
This is good.
That's all fine.
This is just like fucking Soren's
fine.
average.
No, Sword's only got a plus 14. Come on.
All right,
It's
shut the
one
fuck up.
less than his average, actually. All right. So both rocks slam and hit. Hey, Francois, would you like to bonus action flurry of blows? Smile.
I can do that?
That's an ability you have, is it not?
Oh. I would like to do that, yes.
All right, you're going to be rolling a strength-based attack. And then you can just add your and then you add a proficiency bonus of +6, I think, to it. For your unarmed strikes. Because I don't have an actual fist written down yet.
So it would just be 9 plus.
Sorry.
So it would just be a plus 15 like everything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright. Well, I guess...
So just do 2 more Birchwood blades or rock throws, just to use the modifier.
Yeah,
for
I
it.
guess... do I just warp back to the other one that got sorted and punch it?
Yeah, we gotta start nailing
fuck
these
it.
guys down.
Yeah, if I could just warps back as it lilts to one side from the rock slamming into it, and just the crunch of tree against the metal.
Hell yeah.
It's just
do
gonna be just for the sake of, because it's already plus 15. It's probably gonna be closer to this damage. 33 and 30.
All right, so that'll be 2d10 plus 9 for your damage. Both hit.
2d10. Is it 2d10 plus 9 total or each?
2d10 plus 9 each.
I'm just gonna roll it all together.
That's fine.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Rensois, you have a second bonus action, don't
38.
you?
I do.
Smiles.
Make sure you spend those key points.
Yep.
Both of those still hit.
Alright.
Question, Chad.
What's up?
Vonnie is a paladin.
Alright, and
Does the-
38 again.
God.
Hell yeah.
Does the aura affect the tree?
Yes.
All right,
Ooh,
everyone.
You're getting a plus 4
Yeah.
to the victors. Okay.
Have fun with that.
It's a +3, actually, because of your charisma modifier.
Oh yeah. So we got a plus 5 on a dex save right now.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention this. Morrigan, you specifically have tendrils wrapped around your skull, with a couple of them piercing your flesh and caressing your skull. You, Rensois, have 2 roots wrapped around your ears and tucked inside of your ear holes.
Don't like that.
And you, Vonnie, have 2 tendrils wrapped around your throat, with a couple of them sticking into your mouth.
Oh my god.
Like that even less.
They're very friendly.
I did
This is.
I did not sign up for the Birchwood Bukkake.
This is. Hold on. This is simply because the Birchwood Titan is taking Morgan's intelligence score, Rensois' wisdom score, and Vonnie's charisma score, specifically.
God. Well, I know what we're gonna name the episode now.
The Birchwood Bukkake.
Somehow,
Anyway,
don't think
see.
the YouTube algorithm's going to be pleased with that one.
76.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. The drop ship that you just wailed the fuck out of, you just wailed on, is now puttering in the air and looking like it's about to go down. Angathar, what are you gonna do, buddy?
Well, I simply must ask: is Rensoir the only one using the Titan to cast spells?
Anyone can use it to cast spells from its spell
And-
list.
Cool. I would assume a lot of people have died in this forest. Smiles.
What?
Can I use a high-end spell from the Birchwood Titan to cast Animate Dead and make a second large friend?
You know what?
Can I make a mega bell?
You know what?
No, what's gonna happen is Agtar's
Fuck
gonna...
it, sure.
Agathar's gonna throw Veronica and be like,
Sure,
"Make
buddy."
my hill grow."
Just a gargantuan monstrous skull thing leaves, and he's gonna be like, "Happy birthday!"
I was kind
Frosty
of
the
thinking.
Snowman style.
I was kind of
All right,
thinking like
all right.
it would be one of the trees
So-
that have died, that have already died in this bombing run, and is on fire,
Yeah,
and it
literally.
animates, and it's on fire, and it's bashing things.
So Agathar, I need you to burn 90 HP off the Birchwood Titan.
Okay.
Well, no, not off the Titan, off the forest, off the forest.
Off the forest. Okay.
I did accept the Titan token, so we could use those numbers.
Okay.
I'm not sure if anyone else can see that.
90. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, and sure, go ahead and drag one of your two constructs out here onto the map, and I will embiggenate them.
Embiggenated.
Right there.
Embiggenate.
Embiggenate the countryside.
Somewhere in the forest, Sabine is like, "I smell Archmage."
I smell. A familiar.
It's a familiar smell. A familiar smell that smells smelly. Very nice.
Also, just put it next to the Birchwood Titan.
Oh. Okay. Boop.
Now biggin it.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna. It's gonna be biggening. Figuring on biggening.
Bag.
On
Not a big
biggering.
bag.
It's gonna be whoomp.
Oh my god.
So
Like, hi.
so the Birchwood Titan, like basically, you guys watch as you guys feel the Birchwood Titan surge with necromantic energy as its right arm sweeps through the air, and you watch as the sound of wind chimes begins to roll across the field. Except it's not wind chimes, it's this feeling of multiple skeletal bones rolling and rattling and shifting upon one another as they, just like a fucking Tetris creation, just blossoming themselves into one another, folding end over end over end until they form a gigantic, gargantuan skeletal construct. The eyes alight with green necromantic energy as it roars at the sky. Father!
What is my name?
Now can she have a Macho Man voice?
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah!
Agathar's
Coming
regretting pulling out.
Coming right for you, brother.
Cream of the crop.
Rise to the top.
Cool. That's my action. I'm a little afraid to swap to weather to storm because I feel like storm would fuck these airborne things right over, but I think it would make the fire worse if I swap the wind to storm. So I think I'm gonna keep it as torrential rain. And I don't really. I have a bonus action dodge. I think this cunning action thing.
You cannot do that with a cunning action. My fault.
Good. No, it's okay.
You can dash, disengage, or hide.
Dash, disengage, or hide.
I will say though, you
we-
cannot use the hide action with this.
I
Big
was
of a
about to say,
body.
can I just? No, that's totally fair. Then that's it. I don't think there's any other bonus action spells.
All right, then.
You besides shield. Well, that's a reaction. No, we're good.
Okay. Hey Agathar, buddy. Look
Hi.
up a frost giant stat block for me. That is the stat block of your current creation
Ooh, okay.
in regards to stats and how much damage its melee attack does.
Okay.
I will say that it will skip its turn for the moment, and we'll come back to it.
That's fair.
This thing is going to jettison across here and then sonic boom over to here. And I need a dex save from the Birchwood Titan and from your newfound bean.
I would imagine that
Oh.
doesn't proc opportunity attacks. Chad, does it proc opportunity attack?
No,
Do you
it does not.
think-
That's what I figured. All right.
These things are super
so-
fast.
How about I roll the dex
Yeah,
save
you
this
can do it.
time?
Yeah, you do it this time.
All right, that's a +5. It's a 21.
And then for
Oh, where's the +5 coming from?
Bonnie?
Aura.
It's a +3.
Well, it's a 5 total.
A 19 then.
A 19. A 19 still saves.
Frost Giant has a dex save of -1.
That is 29. Cut in half is 14. 14 fire damage to you and 29 to the forest. The forest does
Oh,
not
man.
save.
Yeah, I get that. It's not moving anywhere all that fast.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need to mark these guys with a little blue dot to signify a thing.
I have an important question.
What's up?
Well, it's not my turn yet. I'll wait for that.
It is now your turn.
Oh. Do these things hover or are they constantly moving? We've seen these ships before, yeah?
They are constantly moving.
They don't hover.
Like, do you know how a Hydra functions in like Grand Theft Auto?
No.
No, okay. Basically, these things can float or they can jettison around, and basically they're constantly in motion, in one way or the other.
But they can be stationary.
They can be stationary, but they have not been stationary as of yet.
Okay, because that changes some things. Because I was thinking of just like jumping up, grabbing one, and aiming it towards the ground. But if they could just be like, I choose to stand still, that is very different.
Like, it's different. Like, you can always shove them into the ground. They can't stop that.
True, but I get a feeling they'd probably just get up and keep going.
I mean, are you sure?
I suppose
You can always
not.
give it a try. It is a funky idea, is it not?
Yeah. Morrigan gonna do the trust fall into the forest one way, and then just kind of rise from the dead over here.
Undertaker
no!
style.
As we leap upwards, and she attempts to do the double fist, knock this thing into the dirt.
All right, roll me in athletics.
Nice.
Because you are attempting a grapple, basically. You do have advantage because you're larger than this thing by a lot.
Okay.
This guy gets a pilot check to try and get out of. No. So you double fist grab this thing and you drive it into the ground. Roll me 20d6.
Woo.
'73.
73. All right. You hear this thing grind and sputter against the ground as it does an improper landing and eats a fuck ton of damage.
Does it look like it's still intact?
It is still intact.
Stomp.
All right, go ahead and roll a unarmed strike attack, which I'm going to add to the sheet. Give me a second. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah.
It is added to the sheet. It is
So
towards the top.
Morgan has like a crooked grin on her face as this humongous like titan foot lifts, and it just immediately gets like bound up in briars and thorns, and she just goes stomp.
All right, roll
Hell
the hit.
yeah.
33? Yeah, no, that hits. Roll damage. And would you be so kind
what
to
level am I rolling it at?
what you mean what level?
It's when I go to use it, it says input value.
Oh, what the fuck?
You must have put it in as a spell. It's 2d10 plus 9, yeah?
Yeah, it's just 2d10. What the
I'll just
fuck?
do that.
Why is... What? What? What is this bullshit? Roll 20, why you fucking... Okay, now it works just fine. I don't get it. Alright, 19 damage. Roll me 20 more d6, please.
Let's go.
You re-slam this thing back into the ground.
He fucking basketball this bitch.
From downtown!
You curb stomp the shit
Nowhere
out
near
of
as
it.
good. Holy shit.
Alright, that is 60,
A lot of one.
69, 75. Alright, this thing is now hobbling and sputtering. Looks like it's heavily injured.
Do I get... Is it 2 attacks or 3?
It is 2 attacks. You use the first attack to grapple it, the second attack to
Yeah.
stomp it on the ground. You have a bonus action, you can alter the weather.
What are we currently at for wind?
Torrential downpour is what you're at. You haven't affected the wind yet.
Yeah, it would swap from rain to wind, but I'm afraid the wind would affect the fire.
You can't have wind and rain?
No, it's only one effect at a time.
I thought you would have one of each.
No, it's you alter the weather of the entire forest and up to 1 mile above it, one of the following effects instantaneously.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
But you have all the power.
Fair enough, I suppose. I don't see myself doing terribly much else.
All right, that is your turn. At the end of this round, please deal 350 damage to the forest.
Fuck. Is that normal, or is that with the...
That is with the rain.
That's with the rain. Okay. Yikes.
It was all fire damage.
Yeah. Well, the
So
wood should
yes,
be
your torrential downpour has helped significantly.
Yeah. Jeez.
How important does it feel like we should do something and keep that damage lower? I'll probably wait.
All right.
We're still pretty high up.
That is that. Also, this thing can now take a turn if it wants, if you have the stab block
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, I got a stat block for it.
Okay, go for it.
Just wait.
You have rock tosses, I believe.
I do have rock tosses. Okay, I can't. Just out of 60, so I can't smack it. But I will go over here. And we'll make 2 rock tosses to it.
Go for it.
9 to hit. Soft 20 to hit. Oh no, 21.
21? Yeah, that'll hit.
And 19.
19 damage? Or a 19 to hit?
19 to hit. 19 to hit.
A 19 just misses.
Okay.
How much
so it's
damage?
40, 10 plus 6.
Jesus.
Oh my
So-
god.
That is
so-
tragic
so-
damage.
20,
22.
22.
Oh my
So the-
gosh.
So this
Oh
poor
my
ship
gosh.
got grabbed, spiked into the ground, stomped on, and then got a rock thrown at it.
Yeah, and this rock caves the centerpiece in and forces a giant explosion as it is destroyed.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Soren, it is your turn, buddy.
Okay, so the moving across using the trees again is a free action, yeah?
Yes.
Yup.
So
And
Soren,
you can go to any of these blue spots as well because these are new trees.
Yay! Well, Soren probably isn't going to go to any of them. He's instead first going to enter, like the tree is going to enter a stance.
The tree enters a
And-
stance.
Fuck
Yep.
yes.
And is
Tree
going
fucking
to
stances up.
and then it like slurps into the ground and zips up about here. And
Fuck
as it
yes.
does, the first thing that touches this dropship is another hand to grab it.
Oh no!
Yes. Fuck yes.
Downtown!
Now
my
I
ships!
have another question for you, Shad.
Hey, what's up?
So this thing has a rock toss. Can I toss the ship at this one.
Huh.
Wait, Chad. Very important to add on to this question. Can he dribble the ship between his legs before tossing it?
Well, he's not gonna basketball throw it. He's just hucking it like a baseball.
Is this ship oddly football size?
I will say yes, you can throw it, but this pilot will have a chance to roll a pilot check to basically, control their ship before it would hit.
Okay, can I put extra spin on the ball, so to speak?
You may certainly attempt. The pilot check that this guy has to make is equal to what you roll to hit.
Okay, so this would be unarmed, I'm assuming, right?
No, you use rock toss.
Okay, so would the bonus to strength ability checks that it gets from Yamashiro stance do anything?
No, because that is ability checks, not attack rolls.
Alright, oh well.
However, you do have to grapple this thing first. So go ahead and roll me in athletics. This will apply to your athletics.
Okay, so it's a +4 because that's my proficiency bonus.
Yes.
So
actually, it's a +6 because that's a proficiency bonus to the Birchwood Titan. So it's 33.
Okay, so that's it. It's a 33.
So yeah, no, grabbed. Well, actually, hold on. Mr. Pilot may roll out of it. No, he doesn't. It's a 33.
And huck.
All right, let's see if he can control it. It's a disadvantage because of the range, so it's a 25. So it's a bit more manageable. Unless you wanted to move beforehand.
It is a free action, isn't it? But what would that do if the tree warps into the ground while grabbing this thing?
No. You could not do that. You would have to move the tree physically. You'd have to move the Birchwood Titan physically. You'd have to move 30 feet.
So.
But you can move 30 feet, put yourself... Oh, no, it's still within... Never mind, you're disadvantaged regardless because of long range. But still, you can throw it. I will roll a pilot check. Oh. No. No. All right, roll your damage, please.
Let's get
Okay, so for the rock toss,
Yes.
The damage is Bazam 27.
All right, give me just a second. All right, so you baseball pitch this ship at this other ship, and the other ship is not able to get out of the way in time as they both collide into one another. This ship explodes on impact because it was already highly damaged and careens out of the sky, landing into the brushwood. And this ship eats 27 damage.
Fuck yes.
Okay. So is that one? I think that's 2 actions, right?
Yes, that
Or
is
two
both your
attacks. That would be
that is both your attacks. Yes, that is your action.
Okay. So, and I already used the bonus action to have the tree enter a samurai stance, so that's my turn.
All right then. At the end of your turn, lair action. All these trees go away. These extra trees, at the very least, they disappear. And instead, you watch as that bloody rain begins to coagulate and form a armor around the Birchwood Titan. You guys gain 50 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Bonnie, what are you doing?
Okay, since you said we can make use of our abilities,
Mm-hmm.
how does any of the rights work?
The rights? Well, the tree has no blood.
Well, didn't the sky just rain blood?
The sky is raining blood, but it's not the
Miles?
tree's blood. It's not the tree's blood, I'm sorry.
Alright, there goes that idea.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's alright, I can probably use another ability. Where is the ship? Alright. 30 feet. Add some. And just rock. And let's just rock shut.
I have a beautiful, wild idea.
That misses.
Yeah.
Your tree snap. Your arm snaps off. You eat 100 damage.
I was about to say, do we get halfway luck?
No, I'm messing. No, you don't get halfling luck. That's still 40 fucking damage. Holy. Ooh.
Yeah, an 8, 2 10s, and a 3.
And an 8.
So,
Damn.
this thing begins sputtering in the air as it is now bloodied. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't really have any other bonus actions between the two characters.
All
Oh,
right.
I have such an amazing idea.
This creation is now going to begin to wind up a it's going to use a chain gun attack as it starts to bombard you with bullets. A 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. Let's roll damage.
Remember, we are resistant to piercing damage, and it has to beat 15 damage.
This is piercing cold damage.
I mean, I figured, but I just want to remind people.
So
Oh, just wait. I've got something amazing planned.
you guys take 50 cold damage as this chain gun just goes
Well, that's
and
all
just
the temporary
starts
hit points.
unloading into you.
I like how you were trying to do the whole, but you just got cut out, so it just sounded just like a little fart sound.
Just as it slowly drifts 100 feet to the left, and notably away from other trees. Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, it would drift this direction. Let me check range. Now I need to drift in this direction. There we go. So yeah, as it unloads with its chain gun. Francois, what are you doing?
Let's see. One's there. That one's dead. That one's dead. Wow.
You hear this ship say, "Mummy."
The Titan just says, "Fuck around, find out."
Mommy can't help you.
I'm your mommy now.
30 feet. I can't get in. I can't punch it. Maybe.
You have this tree here, and that tree could put you out over here, and your fist has a reach of 15 feet. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All you have to do is touch it. All you have to do is touch it. You're
Oh.
touching it right now.
Fair enough. All right, touch, warp. 5,
Here,
10, 15,
you warp
20.
out over to here. There you go.
Well, that's 15 feet reach.
Yeah. All right. And fucking want to see me do it again?
No! Don't hurt my pilots! They've done nothing wrong but tried to explode a dangerous forest.
They've done
Press
nothing wrong
X
except
to
the things that
doubt.
they've done wrong. I mean, we're far enough away that for the two regular attacks, we'll do rock tosses because it's more damage.
No!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh
They both hit. That's 38, 39, 40, 46, 47 damage?
No.
60, 73?
Yacht down.
I think.
47, 67, 72.
72. Your 2 rock tosses send this thing skittering and falling out the sky as it explodes when it hits the ground. At which point, I activate phase 2.
Rincewild just like growls. All right, who's next?
All right. And almost as if in answering, in response, you watch as
Prepare for Titanfall.
Yeah.
oh, if only 4 more drop ships zoom in and arrive on site.
Oh, good. We're touching the tree next to us.
They come in after your turn.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I have so many punchies, though.
That just means you get to deliver them later.
This.
Wait, hold on. Well, no, it still wouldn't matter. Because if they're not until after my turn.
Okay, there we go. So these 4. I'm gonna roll initiatives for them. Give me just a second.
100.
I'm like, I'm allowed to use spells instead of flurry of blows.
All right then. All right, Agathar, your turn.
Alrighty then. We are just going to do this thing. The Birchwood Titan will.
Oh, also, do remember, Theon would love to get one of these.
Oh yeah, good thing our disruptor gun can't.
Who said you had to use the disruptor gun?
I mean, fair. All right. How fucked are the ones that we already destroyed?
They exploded when they hit
Yes.
the ground.
Fair enough. All right. We'll tree stride here. Can't get all 3 of them, which is unfortunate. We'll go ahead and do this this Birchwood beam ability.
Ooh! Okay, go ahead and write off 50 HP from the forest, please.
Okay.
And then
so-
trace your line. You may draw
I
it
mean-
however you wish. It is 200 feet long.
Let me.
I sent you a message said. Oh, you see it.
Okay. I can't get all 3 unless I maybe tree start over here and do this. No, I don't think. I think I can only get 2 at a time because it's 5 feet wide, right?
Yes, it is 5 feet wide. If you
Yeah,
wanted to, you could
only-
literally do this.
I can do that.
Yeah, it is a line. You draw it however you want.
Oh, okay. I thought
If
it was
you
a straight
wanted
line.
to,
Alright.
if you wanted to, you could probably even tree stride over to here
Uh-huh.
and then flip these 3 instead.
No, we'll do the one that's already closest to us. So we'll move back over here, and
Alright.
then we'll do the 3. Yeah, we'll do 1, 2, 3.
All right, these guys will make dex saves. What's the DC on that?
19.
19. 1 succeed, 2 succeeds, 1 failed.
Okay. They take 60-10 force and 60-10 fire, and then oh, it's a saber suck. All right. So the one that failed, it's
It's save or suck. I thought it was saber.
It's saber suck.
Oh, never mind. Rewrite that. It's saber take half damage.
Okay. I'll do that.
So you guys basically would watch through your mind's eye as you feel your forehead split open, and you see and you feel a rolling eye, a lidless rolling eye, roll out from the center of your forehead, and then trace a line of red from the first ship to the second ship to the third ship, and basically it's a quick whee, followed by a boom, 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 along that pathway that you've traced.
Yeah, that was terrible. 54 total damage.
All right, that is 27 and a half. So 7,
Force fire.
7, and 54. Right. So the way the recharge mechanic works for that particular thing is on your turn, Agathar, you'll roll a d6 to see if you get it back.
All right, sounds good.
And until you get it back, no one else can use it.
Sounds good. And then I can't use Veronica's shield bash, can I?
You do not have access to Veronica in this form.
Very fair. I had to ask. And then I think I'll keep the rain as is. I'm so tempted to swap it to storm, but I'm so afraid it's gonna make the fire worse. So we'll do that.
I will say this is a forest effect. It will not hurt the forest more. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Then in that case, as a bonus action, I'll swap the weather from torrential rain to storm winds.
All right, storm winds. All right then. I'm gonna say that gives them difficult terrain, in that they can only move at half movement speed.
Cool. And then Mega Bell will go up and smack the shit out of this thing twice.
Do keep in mind that the forest no longer has resistance to the damage.
That's true.
Don't worry, you can other people can swap back on their turns.
That's true. All right.
Morrigan
we'll
has
see
bonus
how that
action on her
goes.
turn.
Yeah, it's gonna eat a shit ton of damage now. Because we got 2 bombers. You know what? No, I'm gonna keep it rain. Not taking double damage is always like a thing. So no storms, only rain.
Okay, then you keep it on the rain.
Yeah, I keep it on the rain, and then Mega Bell will try to slash this thing with a giant wooden crate axe.
All right then, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
There's attack 1. That's gonna soft 20 to hit.
20 does hit.
Okay, and then the second attack, 24. No, 22.
22.
13 plus 9.
All right, 22 damage.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, 20.
I'm rolling both my
20,
attacks.
22 hits.
Yeah.
22 hits.
Okay. So it is 60, 12 plus 12.
Jesus.
Come on, big number.
59. It's not that bad.
59. Yeah, it's not bad. I did hit a 12.
This creation, this pilot, or this particular ship over here, you'll see begin to sputter and flail as it is now at half.
Yep.
That's Bell's turn, correct?
Yes.
All right then. Next up, this thing. Gosh, these things having half movement is kind of shitty. Is going to zip over here and sonic boom to about here. Dex save from the Birchwood Titan, please.
Okay. Oh, left side. Yeah, natural 20.
All right. You take half this damage. That is 29 is... it's 14 fire damage to the Birchwood Titan, 29 to the forest.
We don't take that damage because the damage threshold is 15.
Ooh, you're right about that. It's fair enough. All right then. Should have specified fire damage to do that. What's up? What's up?
Question. So the Birchwood Titan is taking the stats of some of the characters. Can it take Soren's dexterity?
It's taking Rensois.
I would
Soren's dexterity is 20.
Oh yeah. Also, I forgot you didn't change the weather, so this thing has normal movement. It
it has
can
normal
sonic
movement.
boom the fuck over here.
Yeah.
It can get the fuck away from you.
Can it though?
I can certainly try.
Who's dex higher, Rensois or Soren's? I thought they were like
Soren's
the same.
20.
All right. So Soren, you may, if you wish, on your turn, attempt to swap stats with it. Attempt to give it your stats. You'll need to tell me how you're trying to do that.
Okay.
At any rate, that is that thing's turn. This is this thing's turn. This thing is going to go over here, and then Sonic Boom to over here. I need both Mega Bell and the Birchwood Giant to make me a dex save, as it does a bombing run. Who's rolling the dex save?
I'll roll it for the Titan.
All right, Agathar, roll it for your construct.
That's 16, I believe.
16. 16 fails, so that is 30 damage to the Titan and 30 damage to the forest.
Gross.
Mega Bell fails also
All
horribly.
right, 30 damage to her.
All right.
Morrigan.
All right, somebody put the damage on the Titan. Morrigan gets this sudden like realization on her face as she like reaches for something. Hey, Soren! I know I can't give you a sword, but how about a bat? As she throws something into the center of the area we're all standing in, as it kind of like sinks into the floor.
Oh.
The Titan reaching into its chest, and then rips something out as an entire fucking fortress tower is now being wielded like a bat.
Holy shit.
All right, give me just a second. I'm entering it in.
Fortress
God.
Mallet.
That's fucking incredible.
Dual wielding, yay!
Well, that's right. We're dual wielding. Does that mean we can use a bonus action to swing?
Hey, yo, wait a second.
Wait.
Yes.
Sweet.
So, however, you can only swing with one or the other.
All right. I'm going in with the forest mallet, with the fortress mallet.
Yep. Oh dear God. Also, I'll tell you if it hits. Whenever you actually hit, you only crit on a 35 is a natural 20. Okay, just keep that in mind whenever you roll it. Okay. Yep.
How about 2?
Oh God.
That's not a natural 20. That is just it's 24 to hit.
It is an adamantine tower.
It is an adamantine tower, so it automatically crits structures and objects. So which one of these you hitting?
Freshy.
Freshy? Okay. Roll damage.
You put it back as a spell.
God.
I'll just roll it as
Lucky.
8d10.
Yeah, 8d10 plus 9.
Yep.
I don't understand. Like, it works just fine for me. What the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not rolling the die. I don't think.
Here, try.
There's 50 damage there.
Yeah, just casual. Cool 50. Cool 50. If you'd be so kind, roll the attack again.
Sure. Oop. Oh, it got moved. There it is.
All right,
Yeah.
try rolling the damage again through the item. There it goes. It works. It's just 69 damage.
Natural 69.
Just wham, wham.
Hold the fucking run.
Oh my God.
Morrigan is just like cackling. It's like, I knew it would be useful eventually.
Unfortunately, you are in the baseball field where the green monster swings at you.
Oh boy. All right then. So let me zoom this out a little.
In Sabina's forest, green monster swings at you.
That's Here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna so people can actually see what's going on. I'm gonna shift you guys over. Oh, that is dumb of me. I forgot I have to do it on this screen.
Wait, we have sleep?
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are in that crew.
Guess we'll find out.
Cast sleep, watch the ship just.
Oh, also, just 2 strikes of that adamantine mallet, and this ship is already sputtering and looking like it's about to go down. At the end of turn, let's see. The forest takes 150 damage
Okay, that's not bad.
from
It's
the
not too
bombing
bad.
runs. Well, here's the thing. You've drawn 4 more of their number that were doing nothing but bombing runs over to you
Yep.
guys. So, you know,
Yep.
as just
How
a
many
thought.
out of 10? 2, 4, 6.
We killed 3 already, and we got 4 right now.
Yeah.
That leaves 3 left.
3 left.
This one is going to float backwards to about here and begin firing its chain gun at you. 21 to hit. That hits.
Pretty soundly it hits.
Ah.
do shield spells stack?
If you would like to use a
No.
shield spell, you may.
No, absolutely not.
It ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna
No,
help.
it's not. No, it's not.
All right.
That's what this is. Aggie and the Birchwood Titan can get +10.
Oh, wait, hold on. The Birchwood Titan should have a higher AC than 12.
Should it?
Yes, it should. It
what's
has
its AC?
natural armor, does it not? Jesus.
Fair enough.
It should have at least an 18 AC. That's my fault.
Oh,
I was wondering why you guys weren't shielding some of these.
That
We
is
had,
so low.
we had like no AC.
That was my fault. That was my fault.
I was like,
Shameful.
12 with this much HP? Yeah, no, this sounds about right.
At any rate,
We're a pretty big target. It would make sense.
you'll drain the forest.
Can we drain Agatha? He's got shield prepared.
If you would like to drain yourself some HP, you may certainly do so. It is 5 HP.
Yeah, yeah, I can eat 5 HP. Absolutely.
All right, then. You eat 5 HP, so that way the Birchwood Titan doesn't have to eat 30.
Oh, I
Yeah,
so
I meant-
want the Birchwood Titan to cast silvery barbs and just have it like in the surround sound, just say like birch.
plus, I'm at the funny number. 69.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, then. Also, hey, Morrigan, I forgot to ask, but you had a bonus action attack you could have done.
Oh, I thought you said you could only use one.
No, like
per
you can only
attack.
you can only use one for your main attack, and then you have a bonus action to swing with the other.
Oh. My bad.
He's not the
Oh my
no, you
God.
can't use the Fortress Mallet. That
Oh,
was your
I was about to say.
main weapon. It'd have to be the
I
other
thought that
one.
said- for a second there, I thought it said Forest Mallet.
32 still hits. We will subtract 9 from that because you do not get your modifier to offhand attacks. So that is 16, 32 damage. We'll
Okay.
say it's the one that's in range.
Okay.
Still good though.
All right. Oh yeah, and it does take the necrotic because it's at half health. All right then. Soren, your turn. What are you doing?
Well, so the Titan is now dual wielding, which is Soren's bread and butter.
You show some Morrigan some love. She did that for you.
Yep. He's going to because you say that you can only swing with one of the weapons per turn. However, Arashi's stance says when you channel negative, you basically hit with the. Wait, no, not Arashi. Sorry, Notorio. I'm dumb.
Uh-huh.
The attack deals additional damage of the type dealt by a different one-handed melee weapon you're holding in the other hand.
Okay.
So,
I will say that because the other weapon is specifically adamantine, you can roll an additional 2d10 damage if you hit with your weapon.
Okay, I suppose that's fair because it seems a little busted that would just do damage with both weapons. But yep, tree enters another stance, and how bad off is this one looking? Because I don't know.
They are both bloodied, effectively.
Well,
they're both sputtering. I assure you, one more hit from the adamantine fucking weapon will knock them out of the sky.
All right, well, here's the other thing. Since it's effectively the tree in this stance, and I have channeled a negative balance, does that mean everybody who swings with these weapons gets that bonus? Okay.
Just you, buddy.
Okay.
You're the samurai.
Okay. Well, he is going to swing with the mallet, I guess.
A 18 will miss.
Damn.
Okay. Well.
Silvery
going
barbs?
Why are you silvery barbsing a hit? I mean,
Oh.
a miss. It has to be a successful thing.
Right. You successfully missed.
Nah. You get a second attack, dude. You get a second attack, buddy. That'll hit.
So both the Fortress Mallet and the Birchwood blades swing up into a cross pattern and miss, and then come back down like both overhead of this thing. So
Okay.
Fortress Mallet and then 2d10 extra.
No,
right?
it's 1d10 extra because you're using your other weapon.
Okay.
That's
The Birchwood blade does
30.
3d10. So the way that Arashi stance is worded, it just says the damage of the other one-handed melee weapon you're holding. So could that also add the +9?
No. It just adds an
Okay.
extra
Oh.
d10. It says the bonus damage is equal to the other weapon's damage die, so you get an extra d10.
Okay, so 7. And Soren would does it take an action to give his dexterity to the tree?
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna say no this one time. But
Okay.
but only because as you kind of like crosshatch and smack this thing, you knock it out of the sky, it hits the ground, explodes.
Okay, so Soren will open up his hands, we're all in the same quote unquote room, right? I can see. No, Soren can actually see what's going on with the other party members.
Not technically, but sure.
Okay.
Currently
Well, Soren's
speaking,
gonna
you,
have a
currently speaking, you guys are living through the Birchwood Titan right now.
You heard
Okay.
me say that though, because we're all connected.
Yes.
So he notices the Titan is kind of slow, and he's going to be like, "Man, I wish I could give I could give this thing a boost in dexterity."
Okay.
He's going to try and will his dexterity into the Titan, even though he knows it probably won't work.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That's not my sheet. This is my sheet. On me, right? Not the Titan.
Yes, on you.
Nat 20.
You feel large roots wrap around your legs and squeeze them perhaps a bit too tightly, maybe cutting off blood flow. You may put your dex in place of the Birchwood Titans.
Okay.
Oh, fuck
Which
yeah.
is a 20.
Your limbs will hurt.
Beautiful.
And because you rolled a natural 20, give a dex save proficiency.
Yeah, we sort of need that.
Absolutely. You know what's very unfortunate though? I don't have evasion anymore.
So, well, I mean, it's not going to get evasion anyway.
I know. Yeah, it won't get
So-
uncanny dodge either, right?
No, it won't.
Alright, fair enough.
So, lair action, the bloody rain begins to slick and fall off of your body, although it was already, peppered away by bullets and gunfire and bombs anyway, as the storm above you swirls and coalesces, and you see it open up a gigantic eye. You guys now have advantage on attack rolls.
Fuck yes.
Oh, yay.
as this eye begins to basically, like anyone you would try and target, you see the eye lock onto them, and they begin to glow this searing red aura. Vani, your turn. Or Valen, Vani, whichever one.
Alright, just gonna...
Don't pay attention to that. Just trying to read it.
Teleport through the trees. And let's go. Where is it? Sure.
I still want this Birchwood Titan to have proficiency in acrobatics as well.
You know
how are
what?
the
Sure,
bells
it
doing?
has it. It has it. Go for it.
I was. Oh, really?
Oh
you-
my good god. A
that is an
normal hit
actual natural
and an
20.
actual critical hit.
So, with a natural critical hit, I'm gonna... As a paladin, I'm a pump something.
Here,
Yes,
buddy,
both crits.
buddy. Before you roll that critical hit, roll the damage for the first attack.
Oh, yeah,
You
sure,
are
read
actually
that.
just instantly going to kill this thing.
Okay, so
Fun.
you knock this first one out of the sky. Which other one would you like to utterly destroy with your natural 20?
Only one left.
Both,
There are
both
two
the ones
left.
on the,
Yeah.
like both the
That-
ones
that-
left are right next to trees. So
No! Not that
Fresh.
one!
Fresh meat for the grinder.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and pump a Divine Smite into that if you want. Whatever level you want. Jesus.
The highest level, I would hope.
The highest is only 5th level, unfortunately.
Wait, what if you use the Titan spell level?
Paladin rules, it only goes up to 5th.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Are you using... do you actually have a 5th level spell slot, or are you using one of the Titans?
I will eat a Titan spell slot.
Alright, 50 HP, gone from the forest.
Alright, so... Be careful with the...
Just... slurped away. Speaking of which, what's the forest HP at?
It is at 1750.
1750? Okay. You guys get the feeling that if you go any lower, you'll start losing abilities.
Okay.
I would say you know your threshold is around 1,500 when you start losing abilities.
Okay.
But still, that is holy.
Yeah, we should have lost the
did
abilities
you-
a lot longer ago.
Could you? Is that 68? Is that the critical 68, or are you gonna roll 68 more?
Oh shit. I forgot that.
Yes, that does crit.
Yep. Jesus Christ.
A cool 104 damage.
Solid 104 damage.
A cool 104 damage.
Just like appearing, slapping it with a tower, and be like, "Get that sweet shit out of y'all!"
Visual 104 damage.
You
Soren
have-
just pouting. Soren just pouting, going, "I've done more than that damage in a single turn."
I'm sure Team
good, like,
Sun does
starting
that every
point.
turn.
You have a bonus action if
Yeah, but
you
not as
would.
cool as this.
You have a bonus action if you would like to utilize the offhand weapon you have.
You know what? Sure. Let's go. Okay. This other one.
Oh, you're just going to the other one. You're not gonna try and finish off the one that's bloodied.
I went down. Alright, let me just finish that one off then. Yep, wrong one.
No, that's that. You can't use the fortress mallet. It's an offhand
Yeah.
weapon. You have to use the other one.
Yeah, that's why I said wrong one.
Oh, okay. It's just same
That's all 29.
difference. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Thump.
So that is -9 is 14, 29 extra damage.
Hell yeah.
29.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is.
Good grief.
These are beefy things. It is sputtering, and it looks like a single extra hit's gonna knock it down out of the sky. As I roll a check. Okay. It goes to this thing's turn, It is going to shift and move over to here and unload on you with another chain gun attack. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that.
No shielding this one, bitch.
Yeah, I'm,
But what if silver barbs?
I'm staring at you right now.
Stares disapprovingly.
It's a 30.
You do that same shit. The second one was a 30?
Yep, second one was 30.
Oh, okay. Fair
Anyway, 41 damage. Just,
Oh, just so you know, I give Rensois advantage.
Fair enough.
I mean, Rensois already had advantage. Oh wait, shit. Hold on, I forgot. You guys had advantage on those attacks.
yeah.
Soren,
I don't think it would have changed.
Soren had double 18s, so that the one attack that he missed did not matter. The other attacks are hits. Other attacks are hits. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Besides, that was after Soren went.
Yes, you're right. Francois, your turn. What are you gonna do?
I mean, feel like I do what I do best, which is fuck shit up.
Exactly. Punch things until they stop moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe punch him a few more times after just to be safe.
All right, well, let's start with first. We'll start with first attack to chuck a rock at this one. Let's just go ahead and knock that shit out the sky right off rip.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Does it blow up?
It is 1 HP away from blowing up.
Oh.
Now,
However-
question. I have a token.
I
Can
don't.
we use the token?
You can't add tokens to. Oh wait, you can add tokens to damage.
I have
can?
one token.
Hey, yo.
You know what? Sure. Fuck it. Out the sky goes.
If we knocked it out with exact amount of HP, is that one intact mostly?
Oh, give me a high or low. It still has to
High.
fall. All right. Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Phaon, give us upgrades.
All right. You guys watch as this ship sputters and slowly spirals out of the sky and into this birchwood tree right here as the branches themselves close in around it and clamp it down. And you'll watch as the branches themselves smash through the glass of the cockpit and begin to drag Calagrin soldiers out of it, strangling them to death.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Love to see it. We're teleporting over here and chucking a second rock.
Are you sure you don't want to just walk forward and smack it with your adamantine weapon? Because you can do that.
No, we're just gonna do that, and then I'm going to punch it multiple times.
Okay. All right, sure.
There's the rock.
He
The
wants
rock
to do it with his own
hits.
bare hands.
Fire
bonus action. 19 and 30.
18
19
misses.
misses.
Yeah, 19 misses. The 30 hits. You have a second bonus action if you want to unload with that.
Yep.
Too. 34,
34 and
30.
30.
Yeah, both hit.
The big titan is going. "Dah, da, 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 da."
Hurrah! 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 Hurrah!
Row, 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 row.
24, 17.
Muda, 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 muda.
No!
Yada, yada,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Okay, so
is that with the 21 as well?
I did not add the 21 was from the first rock toss on the
Nope, 36 was the first rock toss.
Oh.
So 87.
That's 87 damage, Shed.
Okay. All right.
Right? Yeah.
My encounter. I'm messing. This one begins to sputter and spurt as it is at half HP. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Yes, 6. Okay. This happens. Hey. Okay. All right then. So that is your turn, right, Renswa?
Indeed.
All right. Agathar.
Huzzah! Alright, we're gonna move 60 with the big in. We're gonna throw a rock at it with normal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Alright, +9. 19 to hit, that
Miss.
misses. I could do 2
I'm
rocks.
sorry, I don't have any more tokens.
No, only 1 rock. Giant makes 2 great attacks. Yeah, so I'll only get 1 rock.
Oh.
And however, I'm just gonna step forward a little bit, and we're gonna make some attacks with the fortress mallet. And Chad, because I'm running it right now, I get sneak attack, right?
Are you a swashbuckler rogue?
Well, I still have advantage.
Oh.
I have placed the damage threshold
also-
very high.
Also, the sneak attack crits because this is with an adamantine weapon.
It sure does.
You know what? Don't even bother rolling. If you want to roll damage, you can for the funsies.
I want to roll damage just to, for the funsies.
Okay.
Like Disco Burr.
40.
It's 40, 56.
56 already. Jesus. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any amount of damage that you can roll that won't kill this thing immediately. 56, 60, 70, 83 damage? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
As you basically reverse hand grip this fortress mallet, and you slide forward and uppercut smash it, and it goes up and tumbles right back to the ground and explodes.
Yeah, keeping the momentum, it goes back into the tree, and then we're just gonna pop out in the middle one.
All right.
For better positioning.
And as you do so, roll me a perception check.
Sure.
Everyone?
The Titan rolls.
Okay, Titan perception. 16.
That is a 16 plus 6 is a 22. With the 22, you guys are able to spot through the Titan the 3 remaining drop ships, dropping their payload and then leaving.
How fast are they going?
They are going 300 feet per round.
Awesome.
I will note that basically you guys see them you guys see them trying to leave. You can still try to go get them if you want, but they're going in 3 different directions.
Yeah.
You have tree stride. You can go anywhere in the forest you want. They're 300 feet away. They're trying to move out the forest. They're going to clear the forest at the end of next round.
Okay, well then I'll use my bonus action to change the weather into storm so they move slower.
Okay. I'm gonna remove this from. I'm gonna remove her from combat because she can't catch up with them no matter what.
Yeah.
Morrigan, it is your turn. You know they are about to try and flee.
I believe I know what I want to do. I just need to... Yep.
I saw Witch's Revenge open up.
Oh, that attack!
I mean, we have it. We gotta use it. Eto.
Oh no!
Yeah, Morrigan raises her what the Titan's arm is, you just see like vines and thorns start curling and crawling across its like bicep and up to its forearm, as there's just like a sickly green light as she crushes it, and she will use Witch's Revenge.
All right, that'll be 90 HP from the forest.
Nah, I'm gonna reactionary do warp what is and just have that not happen.
Oh.
You know what? Sure. Sure.
Shit.
I'll allow that. Okay.
Holy shit.
You watch as within the forest, three, in fact, hold on. You guys would feel your senses extend out throughout the forest, and then you feel this massive slit rip open beneath each of these drop ships before a eye opens outwards and stares upwards as a massive pillar of red energy just expands upwards in a large column, consuming each of the three ships. And I will roll a con save for all three of them. Oh no! You watch as two of the drop ships immediately tumble and fall out of the sky as their crew is slain.
Yes.
Can I real quick silvery barbs the last one?
You were not in range.
Well, what if I was though, as I sink into the forest and just
No. Sadly, no. Trust me, this thing will not get away from you.
No, its movement is halved. We will catch it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
no.
Morrigan does that, knocks two of the last ones out. She mutters, "Who said you could leave?"
And you watch this thing drop a payload. That'll be 100 damage to the forest, please.
Scary.
As it is,
1650.
yep. As it is vulnerable to fire again. And at 1650, that'll be that. So it starts to try and jettison away, but with the gale force winds bearing down upon it, it doesn't get very far. It only goes 150 feet. Yay, Soren!
Finish
Yes.
it, Soren.
So there's one. So there's one left.
Yes, there is. Hey, Soren, buddy, I have a query for you. Would you like to cast haste upon yourself?
No, because we'll drop control weather.
No, you won't. Do you not recall? You don't concentrate.
So
Yeah.
what would it take to cast haste? An action?
It's an action, but you get an action back.
Sorry,
Okay.
don't you have a fun little ability that gives you haste and damage?
I was about to say.
That is
I
connected to
do.
his swords. It would not expand into the vessel.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
imagine a giant electric bunny wooden guy.
It would be a giant electric kitsune tree. Thank you very much.
It's tuned the bunny.
Hey, but it gives you
Well-
the haste.
Well, here's a question I have for you. Would it take, like, how bad is this thing damaged?
It ate 63 damage. The crew inside did as well. So, the ship itself doesn't look all that injured, but at the same time, you guys have, action economy on it. Just saying.
Yeah, this thing is not going soon.
Yeah. So. All right. So let's go ahead and do haste
Right.
on the tree, and so haste is an action. He gets an action back for that.
Mhm.
He's going to tree stride to it
Yep.
and do
with-
something.
With the extra movement you have, you can easily tree stride, just go whum, 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 all the way up to it.
Yeah, and then just for extra intimidation factor, he's going to see the pilots of this ship are going to see the tree pop out of the forest and jump.
No! Hey, buddy. What's the proficiency bonus of the Birchwood Titan?
Proficiency bonus is 6.
6.
Yeah. So what's 6 by 5?
6 by 5 is 30.
Yeah. You leap 30 feet into the air. I will give you an extra 3d6 damage on your next attack that you hit with this turn.
Which will of course be the. Do we still have advantage?
Yeah.
Yes. It has not been a lair action again. That'll hit.
Oh, so close to a crit.
What's a normal
Close to a
crit?
crit.
Wait, a crit.
Roll me 66 damage, please.
So, Banga and 66.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
So that is
Not
54,
terrible.
64, 72.
Wait, no. 54 is. Sorry. Yeah, 72.
Calculating. Okay. It is sputtering and it looks like it's about to break.
Bonus action swing.
You do have a bonus.
It
It takes its bonus action to wrap
I
it
use the
up.
bonus action to bunny hop.
Oh, it do.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, so-
When does your stance end?
By the end of next turn.
You get an extra 1d10 on this damage.
All right. I think that's if I channel
You did?
a negative balance. But I do have those. I did it the first one, but I think I have to channel another one to do it this turn. So, sure, I'll take it.
Well, if it lasts, then at the end of your next turn.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Get that damage. All right, you jump up and you spike this thing into the ground, and you spike this thing out of the air. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Roll me athletics check with advantage. We'll see. We'll see. DC 30.
Athletic
DC 30.
check.
Shit.
I believe.
Damn it.
No. If anyone has luck tokens they can spend on this.
I don't have that
This-
many.
We have advantage, right?
Yeah, he has advantage, so it's 28.
Yeah.
He needs a DC
I
of 30.
have one. I can. One more. Has anyone got any tokens?
I think I do.
I don't have
Yeah,
any.
I got 3. Take it.
All right.
I was.
Damn.
Here, take one from me. Take one from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Soren, roll me 20d6.
Okay.
You unga boogum them to death. 83 damage.
You jump like okay, sorry.
That's
This
a good roll, too.
from
Holy
these
shit.
pilots' perspective, they think they're about to get away, but then the storm shifts from police sirens.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Thank you. But then
that's
the
the
storm.
ambulance.
Look, I live in the Bronx. I can't help it.
I know. But then the storm shifts from a torrential downpour of blood rain to a storm, a gale force storm that blows them inwards without ever affecting the flames around them. And they think they're about to get away, but then they see this giant titan disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear, disappear, reappear, disappear, appear, up into the air, slamming down with this instant fortress, and they can't control their own vehicle as it goes right into the ground with a thunderous kaboom and explodes. You have successfully defended the forest.
Fuck yes.
Change it back to rain. Put out the fire.
Yeah.
As I shift music real quick.
Holy shit.
Fun encounter, right, you guys?
Now please put my tower
I like
down
it.
gently.
Valen.
Put it down gently. I just used it to spike a giant gunship into the ground.
I know what I said.
Put it there, sure. It's going to be okay if we just.
Give me just a moment as I grab some good music for the aftermath of this fight.
It sets it down on an awkward angle, tumbles, crumbles.
Immediately,
Please don't put that evil on me.
immediately
It
dies.
just turns into dust.
You know how much it take how expensive it is to fix those things?
I'm pretty sure we just caused Calagrin military a lot more money and damages.
Yeah, but they're not paying me.
We just made the white forest the Calagrin's Vietnam.
Yeah, wow, no, they didn't have a good time.
No, they didn't.
That was a really fun idea though. I'm like, man, how can we do more damage to these things? How big are we?
Absolutely incredible. And incredible idea.
I have them now and again.
So, I out of curiosity, did you guys enjoy this fight?
Yes.
Yep.
I did.
That was
you done good,
probably-
Shed.
This was probably the most fun encounter I've ever had.
Against Calagrin.
I mean, in general, honestly. And you guys wanted to survive.
Calagrin's watching the black box recording like, where are the
What
tower
black
come
flags?
from?
We're taking
Yes,
all
my
that
ooga
shit.
booga.
There is nothing gonna be returning to them. They get shit.
So as you guys basically stand tall and victorious, the forest itself is still ever so slightly on fire. You uplift an arm as the roaring winds turn back into bloody rain, which then slowly begins to lose its color as it turns to normal rain. The fires of the forest itself slowly dwindling down and becoming still and stagnant and eventually being put out entirely. The massive cloud-shaped eye above the forest begins to then slowly collapse inwards on itself and dissipates entirely. You then feel your form quake as your body moves on its own and stomps one foot into the ground, the other foot into the ground, rerouting itself before your chest opens up and it spits all 5 of you out onto the ground. As this thing replants itself.
So, quick question: how do Soren's legs look?
Bloody.
Roll me a con save.
Con save. That's the Titan's con save. I need my con save.
Yeah, but using Titan's concept.
Shitty roll.
They look like they have lost a lot of circulation. You feel pins and needles in your legs whenever you emerge from this Titan. For those of you that gave stats to the Birchwood Titan, please remove 20 HP from your current health pool.
Alright,
Ah, that's
Bonnie,
nothing.
minus 20.
Oh.
I wasn't even given enough.
I run up to my tower and I'm like, is it okay?
Roll me a D100, buddy.
No. No.
A 95? It looks pristine, except for like a few,
Okay.
It looks pristine, except for like a couple scuff marks from where like you clearly slammed into one of those things a bit too hard. But the material still stands strong. It is adamantine. It's a very good material.
She mutters something
Again.
in Sylvan as it just shrinks down to a chess piece.
How much HP
Bonnie
does it
holds
have?
it.
Huh?
How much HP does it have?
100.
By the
100?
way,
It has
we were
95
we were
HP
smacking it.
now.
We were smacking it, yeah.
By the way, we were using it to smack Calagrin ships. There's no such thing as too hard.
That's true. It's always not hard enough.
I still want my tower. She shrinks it and then stuffs it into her breast pocket.
Yep. And of course, as you guys kind of like look around, the whole the woods return a little bit more to their normal self, except they seem a bit cheerier around you guys than eerie.
Fresh blood, fresh blood.
Mega Bell is trying to replant uprooted trees very carefully. He's doing a terrible job.
Go ahead and roll me a d20 for Mega Bell.
Immediately turned into it like just bones.
Yeah, they're doing their best. They're doing their best. And at around this point in time, there is a shifting of the woods as Sabina reappears, and she is smiling at each of you. She then lifts up 3 of her hands on the right side, puts the other 3 hands on her left side to her belly, and does a bow.
Morrigan returns said bow, flourishing her hat to the side.
Soren will do a very Eastern bow as he was taught by his master.
Aggie will try to mimic Morrigan's bow.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Red Swab will also try to mimic.
You hear a light bit of panting as Lorelei reappears, and just kind of like wheezing, like.
Is
okay?
You guys ran a lot. You guys ran a very far way.
Oh shit, you're still here.
Did you expect them to leave?
Expect them to run away into the cart.
The moment we were sapped into a construct, you probably should have egressed.
No, I wanted to help somehow. We've been, well, it's a bit harder to connect to them now, I suppose, but I've been trying to grow plants and reassert the forest as best I could.
Any help is help.
Mistress, 1 or 2 of those vessels may have been whole when it landed. I would like one.
She puts a hand to her chin and strokes it.
You and I both know you have no interest in iron and steel.
She narrows her one open eye at you. If you'd like, you may roll an insight.
She's like, bitch, don't call me out.
Yeah, that's literally it. That like the look she gives you is, let me have my fun.
Yeah, she's trying to be performative.
As she shrugs her shoulders and makes a shooing gesture and then holds up one finger.
Very well. I am glad you are okay.
She does not respond. She simply walks into a tree and disappears.
Well, we have free reign. Let's collect our prize and set off.
As you're saying that, a white Birchwood dreamcatcher falls into your hands.
Okay. Oh,
with
great.
a eye in the central design of it. If you would like, you may roll a Arcana check at advantage.
25.
That's a witch's favor token.
Oh, good.
You crush it, and Sabina will do something for you. You did save her first.
Let's save this for later. She stashes it away.
Purge the bramble.
Oh. You don't go stepping on other witches' toes.
Spread the bramble. What?
Sorry, I've been whispering to my staff recently.
You had the Mel smile there for a moment.
I don't know what you mean.
Shall we get going then? There's so much to do.
Yeah.
As Morrigan places 2 fingers into between her lips, and with a harsh whistle, if the caravan is anywhere near us, we'll start trundling in our direction.
You hear a skittering as it makes its way out of the woods.
There you are.
Are we outside of the woods right now?
No, you're
No.
still inside the woods.
You're still inside? Okay.
It's just one of those things of like the mood of the woods around you guys specifically is lighter because you did help protect it.
All right, let's go find our intact vessel, shrink it, and get it to our feline friend.
Yeah, probably a bad idea to try to summon her in the forest.
No, I would not dare.
Yeah.
Some interdimensional thing mixed in with well, Sabina's current mood is favorable, but that can change.
Yeah, let's not push our luck. And hopefully, maybe we could take some of the technology from the corpses if they're still available.
Let's see. So we go looking for them, Shad.
You guys don't need to actually roll anything. It's one of those things of like the forest shifts and moves around you, and you find yourselves at the base of the one tree that you saw capture one of the vessels as it fell. This vessel looks to be fully intact and not damaged in the slightest. You recognize very quickly this is likely one of the ones that went down because the crew fell.
I hit it with the bat, it went sailing, and everybody inside was concussed as they collided with the ground.
No, I mean they had their brains melted by the witch's revenge.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And as you approach the tree itself bows and places the large ship directly in front of you. The ship itself is... how do I describe this thing? It is a large block with a wing on either side of it that has a narrow front side with a viewport. You see a door along the back of it between two what look to be turbines. You see 2 more turbines beneath the wings that look as if they can angle upwards for greater forward propulsion, or they can be angled downwards to hover and allow it to drift from side to side. The entire device is made out of dark metal. You notice that the bottom of it has a sheen to it, while the top of it is devoid of that. It has these ethereal blue lines that glow ever so slightly, and they trace from the nose of it along the sides and down to the bait and down to the backside of it.
Okay, what size class is it?
It is, I want to say, huge. Well, no, wait, it is large sized.
Okay. I'm sorry, did I interrupt you? Was that all the description?
Yes, that is all the description. I will say, whenever you guys approach it, there is no visible way to enter the vessel.
Oh, I could figure out the way.
Well, we need to figure out a way.
Oh my gosh.
We just get it to her, and she can do the rest.
Well, I would also kind of like to get inside and then disable all of the suits and tech on the inside, so she at least has free reign of those.
Doesn't she have the technology to do that? Did she
Well-
give us her only version of it?
She might have a second one.
I imagine her being the way she is has a second one.
Well, she did say it was a prototype.
Fair enough. If you think you can get in there,
Oh, I can get in there. He will step to the side of it, and he will ghost step inside.
Okay. You ghost step inside, and when you do, you are able to. Well, first of all, you would realize upon stepping inside that if you stay inside, you're staying inside until Phaon gets you out.
Can I see on the outside? Is there like a window I could see on the outside?
Yes, there is a viewport
the-
window that you can see on the outside.
Okay, I could just Misty step myself out.
Okay. You sure?
So, I feel like that would be his line of thought because he doesn't know how this shit works.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, you go step inside and you spot along the ground what look to be 4 different corpses.
Mm-hmm.
You see 4 of them inside the ship. One at these chairs that have screens in front of them that have a bunch of data running across them. You see 2 more corpses in the pilot seats in front of the viewports that are currently slumped over.
Mm-hmm.
You see that each of these people is wearing what looks to be a uniform with a protective suit over them, a helmet, and a sidearm pistol.
Mm-hmm.
You also would note that there are places for other units to sit. Soldiers could basically sit. This place can hold 6 soldiers on either side. Then in like these little like jeez, how do I describe it? It's like a roller coaster chair basically. They sit down, they
Gotcha.
pull the thing down, they hook it in place, and they're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Behind you there is what looks to be a control panel that you could maybe use to open up the door from the inside, but people touching stuff that is Calagrin tech without the right
It doesn't-
authentication.
Yeah.
Let's see. There is also a collection of 6 rifles inside of a containment unit. A chest to the left of the screens and the chairs.
Got quite the smorgasbord in here. Alright, time to work. And he'll pull out the disruptor pistol. He will secure a full suit of soldier armor and a pilot suit.
Oh no,
Along with
these are all pilot suits. None of these guys.
Oh,
are
they're all
soldiers.
pilot suits. Okay, so he'll secure what he can. Honestly, he'll probably get as much as he's got 18 shots, so he'll
Alright,
probably get. Now, with the disruptor pistol, can he link himself to a Calagrin rifle when he disables it, or does it Okay, that's what I had to ask.
It basically removes the ID lock and lets you pick it up, but not use it.
Gotcha. Okay, then he will.
You basically factory reset these items.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, he'll get the suits and the weapons.
Okay.
Whatever the disruptor pistol currently can disable.
Okay then. So there are 6 of each. So you would have to spend all of your ammo to do it.
That's fine. We can just buy more from Phaon. We're literally about to see her anyway.
Oh, you won't have to buy from Phaon because you're bringing her a whole fucking ship.
Yeah, we're bringing her a bomber. I feel like we would get more for free.
Is she paying us for this, or is this just going towards stuff?
This is just going towards stuff.
Oh, can
You
you go
didn't-
towards fixing up our cart?
What damage did your cart
going
sustain?
towards money.
No, I just want new stuff for it.
No.
No, we're gonna get new stuff from Calagrin. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, no.
Okay.
Basically, you point this disruptor weapon at each of the items that you're looking to disrupt and factory reset, and this blue discus of energy emits from the weapon, hits the item, and you see it basically put an aura around it for a few seconds before it dims, and you see it click, and then you can kind of just like pick it up and move it around.
Cool.
It does not fire for you, but it also doesn't go and then disintegrate immediately.
Yeah, that's fine. I feel like maybe Phaon will give us a version that we can fire. I can fire later.
I will note for you the pilot suits. Whenever you factory reset them specifically, they begin to slowly lose form.
Like they're not as form-fitting anymore, or they collapse into something?
Roll me a medicine check
Okay.
at advantage because you know bodies.
I do know bodies. 23.
23. A 23 would tell you that the bodies inside of these suits, these suits are basically skin suits. They leave no crevasse, they leave no opening. That can be gotten to normally, but whenever you turn them off, basically, in fact, you reset them, the bodies inside become liquid. It's like a waterbed.
Huh. Okay, that's bizarre.
Like, it's something that you notice, because you're in here for a little bit, just, like, disrupting these items, making sure they stay disrupted, and, you know, picking them up, examining them a little bit. So you would notice that, like, the hands are slowly, like, losing shape. A lot of the rigid edges on their corpses from, like, their positions, the way they fell over, are slowly slumping, and like instead of like being slumped over the chair, they are now kind of like folded over it as if their body were made of water. And if you were to kind of like, you know, grab their suit and move it around, there'd be like some rigidity to it, but then you'd hear like the snapping of stuff as it just becomes liquid and just starts sloshing about.
Huh. I think these really are ice people. Huh. Very weird. Okay.
If you would like to, you may attempt to puncture one of these suits to kind of like open it up.
I think. Yeah, there's 2 suits in here.
There are 6 suits in here.
Yeah, there's 6 suits in here. So a puncture's not gonna. He'll puncture it with Moore's.
All right.
Since she's got a sharp point.
Water immediately begins to spurt out of it.
It's not miscolored. It's like crystal clear.
It is crystal clear, almost like ethereal blue. It is ever so slightly miscolored. Like, imagine, if you will, the bluest, purest ice from the Arctic. That is the color of this water.
Huh.
If you would like, you may rip the suit open to see further inside. This particular suit has not, like, because of that high medicine check, I'll say that you noticed the bodies deteriorating before they had fully deteriorated, if that makes sense. So you can, you know, if you wanted to.
I think the curiosity's got the better of him. I think he's gonna rip a suit open.
All right, then.
To see if there's any like remains of a skeletal system or just anything to suggest.
So you rip this suit open, and you see what looks to be a perfect ice replica of a humanoid being slowly melting. You see through their whole body, from like the melted off flesh to their internal organs, that when you kind of like are you touching them?
I think he touches eventually, yeah.
Okay. Well, when you do touch them, they're like this jelly, like slush. And even your hands' warmth... Oh, wait, no, your hands aren't warm, they're cold. Never mind.
Yeah.
Your hands, being as cold as they are, you can feel there's no temperature difference between your hand and these organs. If anything, they feel a little bit colder. But basically, the organs themselves are like this mushy slush of ice, and the bones themselves are like hard ice. Like, this entire person is made of ice.
He's willing to sacrifice. Oh, sorry.
Okay, these are actually ice people.
Cold as ice.
And if you would like, you may roll me a nature check.
Sacrifice our love.
You know, oh, no, I don't have it already. Alright, nature.
14.
14. Well, you would know that these creatures are humanoid in nature. You would know that they are much taller than normal people. By process of elimination, the lack of fur and the lack of other, non-normal features, these are Goliaths.
I guess that makes sense. Alright.
You'll need to speak up a bit.
Sorry. Well, this is very strange. Goliaths that are made of ice. He's gonna rip open the other suit too. Is this person also a Goliath, or are they different?
They are also a Goliath, and they are also made of ice, same as the other person.
Huh.
And basically, whenever you rip these open, like, whatever was already liquefied on them just spills out everywhere. And it's probably at this point in time, if not for your training with Mel, you may or may not be a little bit horrified at the fact that you are literally hands deep in the melting remains of a living person.
Yep. That's okay. He's been in the warm remains of a living person, so it's it's fine.
He's even threatened to take the bones out of the warm remains of a living person.
It's actually even
Pretty
more
sure he's been in the warm remains of his own person.
It's true.
It's actually even more interesting because you feel no connection to the bones inside this person like you would normal necromantic bones. These
bones aren't calcium. These are something else.
Yes, these are literally ice.
Baby.
Fake ass bones.
I mean, and because of how rapidly they're melting, you can tell that these people are very sensitive to heat of any kind.
Yeah. Which makes sense. He suspected that they had some sort of vulnerability to fire and had to remain in temperature-controlled suits. So he figured they needed to stay away from fire without a suit on.
Yes. And you would also realize that if you factory reset their suits, the temperature controls turn off. My gosh.
He will stand back up, and then, because he's a little petty, because these are Calagrin, he's just gonna firebolt them until they're fully water.
One firebolt is all it takes to liquefy the rest of their corpse.
Alright. He will turn around, and then he will Misty Step out, looking through the glass.
Oh, you can't Misty Step.
He tries to Misty Step.
You feel your body lock in place. You are unable to teleport.
Oh.
I was kind of hoping it was just like, okay, Misty Step, they're bonk.
Yeah, I mean, I knew this was gonna happen, but Agathar doesn't know better. Huh. Oh, well, shit. Alright, well, he's going to expend a 3rd level spell slot to cast Sending.
Okay.
He's
Who are you targeting?
He's targeting Soren.
Okay.
So they have anti-teleportation on the inside, so I need an hour, or you can just contact Phaon.
Wait, you're stuck in there? Soren's going to go up to the view glass so Aggie can see him and use message instead. Oh, boo. But can he see out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can see out. You can't see in. It's this dark pane of glass.
Can he still message?
Yeah, can I message him?
Yeah, you can message him.
Okay, yeah, I'll message Soren. She's like, hi, yeah, I'm locked in here.
Oh. Hey, guys, Aggie's kind of locked in there. How are we gonna get him out?
He just sees Soren turn and start, like, speaking to other people. he'll take a half second and just be like, if you just, can I actually, you know what? No, that's not fair. Can I tell what Soren is saying?
No, you don't. You do not have the observant
Fuck.
feat. If you would
Very fair.
like, you may attempt to investigate the bodies around you.
Sure, he'll spend time. He'll just shrug. He'll message Soren. Well, while you guys either get to Phaon or give me an hour, I will keep poking around, and I'll be careful not to blow this ship up. And he will start investigating around.
And Soren's gonna look at the party and just be like, well, he's telling me the only way he's gonna get out of there is if we call Phaon.
Completely ignoring the give him an hour.
Or give him an hour.
I mean, do you think Soy Fang could get him out?
He looks up and narrows his eyes and goes, I don't know. How would she be able to get him out?
Maybe she
Yeah,
gets out of
Sorry.
everything.
Yeah, so Soren's gonna like tap on the glass again and basically just wave, like trying to get his attention. Say, hey, can you message me again? Actually, does Soren have message?
Whenever you try and get messages to transmutation cantrip, smile.
It is, but he doesn't know it.
It doesn't mean that he can't try it.
He can't see what Aggie's doing,
That's true. He can't even see Agathar.
Speaking
so
of
he can't
Aggie,
copy it.
speaking of Aggie, buddy, while you're digging around, rummaging through the pockets of these people, basically, you find what look to be a set of 6 key cards. They're basically small rectangles that have a black strip along one side, and they have a small little like pilot. They have like a couple words written on the side of them in a language that you do not understand.
I probably assume it's giant. I mean, comprehend language is a ritual spell, but yeah,
I don't think I can comprehend language and take a short rest at the same time.
No.
Alright, that's fine. He'll just shrug and...
And I will also say, while you're continuing to look around the ship, you will notice the little pad in the back has a small strip down one side of it, next to the panel near the door.
He looks at the card, then at the slide, then at the card. Is there like a line of it where it differentiates?
Yes, there is a black strip along one side of the card.
Looks at the card, then back at the key thing. He shrugs and pockets the key card.
Okay. All right.
Unless you want me to do investigation or roll it with advantage or something.
I would say with an 8, it's fairly easy to put 2 and 2 together. How else are these people going to get out of here?
Fair. Okay.
Everyone
then in
had
that
the
case-
exact same card. The only difference was like the wording on the side of it.
True. Okay. And then in that case, he will shrug, walk over to the key card. His appendages will come out and give him a lift to the panel, and he will, with the pilot's key card, swipe. He'll like do
All right.
it. He'll swipe it.
Roll me a D100
Okay.
and tell me high or low before you roll it.
Hi.
All right.
Yeah.
As you swipe it, you hear a beep beep, and followed by a as the door expands downwards, and you have a downward slant, and you have like a downwards ramp leading out of the ship and onto the ground.
Aguilar steps out, gets shot on sight. Oh.
Does Soren hear this?
Yeah, no, it's very obvious. It's very loud.
Okay.
Like,
Okay,
you,
well-
you guys are sitting there discussing, just like, well, I mean, do we give him an hour, or do we just like a?
Do we get his wife? She's probably gonna be really angry at him already.
And then Agatha
Yeah,
just
so
comes up from the back like, "Hey guys, I did it! Figured it out!"
Hey,
Yeah, Soren jumps down
With
from
fire.
the nose of the ship and just has a hand over Migi's handle, and then it goes, "Oh God, Zaggy."
oh,
You-
hey, okay, that's what that does. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in there. It looks like some of their machinery operates off of these, and he'll wiggle a keycard.
I think there's enough in there for each of us.
Yeah, there's 6, but you think Feon would want to at least take a look at these first?
The Soren looks back to the party.
Yeah, I say give it to the crazy one.
I will say, as part of your contract, you are supposed to give it to the crazy one.
What else did you find?
Oh, well, they had like 6 pilots suits that are the same as the pilots. A couple, like 6 rifles, and then their sidearms. I was gonna say chilling information. I didn't mean it like a pun. These people are Goliaths, but they're made out of ice. It's very weird.
I'm sorry.
Like I cracked.
Come again?
I cracked open a suit, and it was the body inside of it was already melting, and I felt the body, and it didn't feel normal, and the skeletal structure on the inside wasn't made out of bone. I don't know if these are humanoids, but I don't know if they're being born or being created.
Yes.
But they're Goliaths in nature. They have the structure and the heights of Goliaths.
What do you mean, yes?
Oh no, sorry. Someone.
Oh, that was out of character. Got it.
Sorry.
Oh, also as a very minor aside, Agathar.
Yeah.
Whenever you grab one of their bones, it felt as strong as a normal bone.
But it wasn't made out of normal bone. It was made out of
No.
ice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then after a little while, after it had melted enough, you were able to snap it in half, like, with ease.
Yeah. So that explains why they need the cold temperature at all times, which I had a suspicion of, but I didn't think it was going to be this intense. But if you disable the suit, you could shut off the temperature control in the suit. So there's an alleyway where we can fight them.
So wait, we can literally just melt them in their own suits.
If they're not fast enough to turn the thing back on, yeah. Their melting was pretty rapid. But, I mean, obviously, once you pop them open, their melting is exponentially faster.
It is at this point in time you guys would notice a trickle of water out the back of the ship.
So, this thing is very interesting. And learned quite a lot. At least now we have some information to go off of.
And it gets me wondering where they came from, because they aren't originally from Calagrin, from what Princess Emiko told me.
Yeah. She said they came out of nowhere, right?
They came out of what? Sorry.
Out of nowhere, right?
Yeah, is that what Emiko said?
Well, they were not from Atlant. They came out of nowhere and took over. And then
Yeah.
renamed it Calagrin.
No, she said they came out of nowhere.
Well, with how advanced this technology is, I guess I wouldn't be surprised if their soldiers are also manufactured.
which would explain why one of the reasons why Celeste might be losing the war.
And one of the reasons why they have such a fierce loyalty to the Emperor. You can definitely program that kind of behavior in.
Roll an intelligence check if you would, Agatha.
Sure, I would love to. I love intelligence checks.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Continue
Just
on,
about to roll
please.
an 18. Wah.
If anyone else would like to roll an intelligence check, you may certainly do so.
Why the fuck not?
It's a rare brain blast from Soren.
Literally brain blast.
Soren.
With Jimmy Neutron.
See, Soren, it's your turn with the brain cell.
Soren's ears start leaking ones and zeros.
Hey, Soren, I have a question for you.
Prodigious.
Am I not gonna answer?
Why would the Emperor of Calagrin bother learning the names of constructed soldiers?
That is true.
Not only the names, but their lives, the people they care for and get to go home to as well.
And Soren's brow furrows a little bit, and he says, "But then, why would the Emperor care about all the people that we've slain in their line of duty?
Oh.
Could it?
Oh.
Are they being converted?
I don't know. Maybe. God, I hope not. I don't.
Sometimes a square is just a square. They could be like the ch-ldr-n, or what are the other elemental creatures?
Genasi?
Genasi. They could just be natives to a very cold plane.
Huh.
That's true. They might
Taking
not be
root
from
here.
around here.
If they have no roots here, very likely they came from somewhere else.
Hey, Soren, I DM'd you a thing.
Yeah,
Because you rolled
I
a
see
natural
it.
20.
All right, and why can't I get these for my Migi attacks? God damn it!
Can we do this while we're walking and talking? Mori uses
Oh, yeah.
telekinesis and just lifts this thing as we start meandering out of here.
You guys basically hop onto the cart, and the cart will take you out. And it's one of those things of like you don't know like how close or how far you were away from the edge of the forest. It's just like 30 feet away, arbitrarily. Don't worry about it. I will say though, as you do leave the woods, you leave the Birchwood inside of a burned off section of it. And you see like a large swath of this wood has just been burned and seared away. As I will draw forth the damage that has been dealt to this forest. How much health did it have at the end of this battle?
1650, I think.
Yep, 1650. The Titan had 340.
All right, and it started off at 2,500.
Yep. You know, all things considered, immediately turning off that vulnerability really saved our asses.
Allow me to just kind of. No. So, about that much of the forest was burned as you emerge on this side.
Before they actually get into the caravan and move on, Soren finds like the nearest tree and just looks at it for a second before he says, "I don't know if you can hear me, Miss Sabina, but I just want to say I was a bit nervous when I first came in here, but now, as we leave, it was a pleasure meeting you." And he bows again and then gets into the cart and takes off with them.
And maybe we fast track just kind of like opening one of these doors to Phaon's place and just like cramming a whole ship in there.
Well, first of all, who's spending their card? Who's spending their card for the month?
Aggie's got his.
If I say, are we spending our card or are we like opening it and making a delivery? Like we're not going to the shop. We're on business.
You are spending your card to summon her.
Yeah.
Can we get reimbursement?
Spend your card and summon her, and you'll figure out if you do or don't.
Yeah, Aggie will use his card. He wants to maybe buy something anyway, or at least to get something out of this.
All right then. So, as this as you spend your card, it goes gray, and the door traces itself out of the air before it pops open, as Phaon specifically emerges from it and goes, "Well, hello, I see. Oh my."
Yeah, we have quite the delivery for you.
You spent your card, right? She points to you.
Yeah,
like she doesn't even look at you. She's just like pointing to you, just like you did it. Give it.
Not me
Give it.
specifically. Okay. He will slowly hand over the card.
She takes it and flicks it. It goes back golden again. Then she hands it back. Okay. Delivery. Yes. She turns around to the door and grabs the edges of it before she makes a ripping motion as it expands up and outwards.
We brought you an entire fucking ship.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. Oh, you did. Yeah.
And there are 6 pilot suits, 6 rifles, 2 sidearms, and 6 keycards.
And a portrait in a pear tree.
More or less.
Well, 2 suits I opened, but the rest are fine.
Aggie, who said you could open up Christmas presents early?
My curiosity.
Understood. Thank you. She then twists a ring on her finger, and her telekinesis takes over the ship. As she lifts it up, I'll take that. Do you let her?
Yeah.
Okay. She then slowly drifts it into her shop as it lands onto a collection of small little discus robots that kind of like, scuttle out from nowhere to kind of like hold it. And then they slowly cart it off. And she rubs her hands together as the door seals back shut to normal. And she's like, ooh, yes. The science of it all. Oh, my composure. Sorry. How many disruption bullets did you use?
Used all of them.
Oh, all of them? Simply won't do. If you're bringing me big hauls like this, then I suppose I could afford to fund you a few more. A moment, please. And she'll step back into her shop, disappear. She returns after a minute and hands you a box that contains 36 rounds.
Jeez. Okay. Ooh, okay. Well, big upgrade. Thank you.
You came upon a big haul. Of course you get more ammo. Oh, this will be so amazing.
Would you be willing to do a solid?
Whatever for. You're doing as the contract You're doing as the contract said. You're giving me the technology.
No solid.
Morrigan.
But I'll consider a liquid.
What happens is I look at it, examine it, repurpose it, and then deliver to you my results. What'd she say?
Just like a pained look on Morrigan's face, like, oh, it's fine. I guess.
I do have a question. It doesn't have to be because of, the IOUs from the giant super big haul we have. I do have a question about something in your inventory, if you possibly have it.
Yes, what would it be?
Well, I my soul is no longer linked to my dearly beloved. What's the best communication device that you have so I can keep talking to her without restrictions or limited restrictions?
Oh, here, have my iPhone 16.
I'm T-Mobile.
You fucking joke. You fucking joke. She literally reaches into her outfit and pulls out a pair of devices that are squares with a black glass upon the front of it and a button in the center of it that have blue backs. And as she kind of, and they fit in the palm of your hand, she twirls it around and offers them both to you.
Is that the Motorola Razor? Oh, sick!
Actually, it's a BlackBerry.
Even better. Yeah, he'll slowly take those.
Oh, look at that. You have
Now-
a game called Snakes on there.
Now, the way
It's
these
just a
devices
Nokia.
work is they're very sensitive, but their battery should last roughly, I want to say, a week or so. Make sure to come back then to get new ones. But you can, within a range of, I believe, one country to another country, send messages from one device to the other across radio waves between the both of them.
Oh, okay.
That was like sorcery to me.
You can also, she takes one of them and she puts her thumb on the bottom of it and she shoves it upwards, and there's a keyboard revealed by it.
Ooh.
You can also press this green button here twice, and she presses it twice, and the one in your hand begins to vibrate.
He'll like look at it inquisitively.
Now you put your finger on the bottom of it and you slide it upwards.
Okay, he will with a surgeon's precision. A surgeon's precision and like exclamation. Definitely like an old person touching a phone for the first time. He'll touch it and swipe up.
All right, you slide it upwards to reveal the keyboard. She then puts hers to her head and goes, "Hello," and you hear "Hello" in a smaller voice on the other end.
Oh, okay. It's like sending sounds in a way.
Yes, but far better because you don't have to worry about limited word use. You can chat all day, all night, as much as you want. And this is of course reverberated throughout the little device in your hand.
Thank you, fan. Yes, this is amazing.
Yes. Consider it a pro bono work for doing such an amazing task. Oh,
Of course.
Morrigan huffs. Where does he get free stuff?
oh well, you don't do anything small is the thing.
I am small.
This is small.
Juts out her lower lip. Small.
Oh, I'm sure if you could think smaller, I would have no issues giving you a small little thing like this.
You know what? I do have something that you could maybe help me with.
Oh, and what would that be?
I need... Perhaps you have an enchantment that could cast the catapult spell over and over. Something I can inscribe into something.
What? Why?
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
And if it works, I'll share it with you. For a nominal fee.
Eyes narrow. Strike a hard bargain. Like her voice is still echoing on the other side on your little tiny phone. Strike a hard bargain.
Invested in this thing.
It's simple, normal spell. Just one that, when enchanted and inscribed, will
You hear the like sweet
Cast it.
feel of like reverb from the two phones next to each other.
you know, it'll cast that spell. But I'm essentially asking for something that will like cast catapult if it is interacted with in a particular way over and over.
Like
Maybe via charges or something like that.
Sure. She nods. Sure, I can do that easily enough. You see her put her finger on like the extended upwards top of her device, and then she clicks it down. Her voice stops reverberating on your side, and you hear a click on your end. She then
You put hung up on.
she then
Stop working. He looks.
You used up all your minutes.
Well, that's because I hung up.
Oh.
Rude.
Well, I didn't want to waste his battery charge. She then twirls it and hands it back to you.
Yeah, considering it goes out the week and it takes a month for the card to recharge, I have to conserve the battery.
I mean, you could try and use electrical energy to charge it, but I wouldn't recommend doing so unless you're very fine with it.
Oh, Gustav.
Agatha would get sad at the name, but he can't.
Anyway, she also says, also make sure you don't let it get damaged at all, because that could mess with the fine electronics and probably destroy it.
Okay, how much to charge it?
Oh, charging's free. It's literally just putting it inside of a particular device for a couple minutes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Free
The
of
device
charge
is
for
all
some of my
separate.
best customers.
I was gonna say the charging device is separate and costs a nominal fee.
I mean, he has to pay to recharge the batteries for his laser shotgun, so yeah, that's why he asked.
Yes. But still, let me get that device that you were talking about, Morgan. If anyone else wants a small little technological dilly-dally, jimmy-joo, bibbity-bobbity, think of it while I do this. And it disappears.
Bippity-boppity-boo.
Agatha's already inside the cart.
She then reappears with what looks to be a catapult. It's a mini catapult.
I look at them. Is this a joke?
Well, I mean, you said you wanted to cast the catapult spell repeatedly.
I don't like an inscription or a blueprint to
Oh,
make an enchantment that does this.
Sure. She then pulls out a blueprint and hands it to you.
Lovely. Thank you. I roll it up and I look at Vonnie and I point the blueprint at them. It's like, we have work to do.
Alright, I guess I can put another one of my projects on hold.
All you have is projects on hold.
I can only work on so many at a time.
I believe you have a problem of, like, management.
No.
That was not a very convincing no.
Yes, it was.
So, with that, does anyone else have a small technological device they would like to get from Phaon?
Thorin
How
thinks
does
a little
arc
bit, but
reactor sound?
Is there like some sort of non-refundable currency you could like give me that isn't?
Is there a picture of
some
an ape
kind
that I could
of-
have that's like worth a bunch of gold arbitrarily on this blockchain?
Is there some kind of device that will create images that almost look real, but if you squint at them, you find mistakes?
No, I would not invent such evil.
Agatha's livelihood remains intact.
It's like, dear, I'm a capitalist, not a monster.
The only AI I make is for my children constructs. Look at them.
AI is for video game enemies.
Agatha poses that out of the cart.
What's
See,
a
it's not
video
fair,
game?
but
Don't worry about it, dear.
You have
I mean,
Tetris on
let's
those
be honest.
things.
Let's be honest, Belle and Anna are a form of AI.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, companion.
Anyway, so Renswa, do you have anything you want to get from her?
I'm trying to think of like what is something she would want. Because I was like, oh, the phones would be neat, but I'm like, she already has sending stones.
Yes, that is true, but she could get phones, and the fun thing about phones is that they can connect to each other.
You know what? That's true. She could harass Aggie when she can't find him. She's gonna put the Find My iPhone tracking app. Turn it on his phone.
No. She calls him. She hears that. Turns around. There he is. Fuck.
Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's hilarious. It's like when he's in his super stealth mode where he doesn't exist, but the phone does.
Ring ring.
Bring.
She
Banana
hears it, but it's
phone.
She's like, "It's just an empty hallway. I know you're there."
Shit.
I
No,
can
you
see
don't.
the phone jiggling on your ass.
Aggie tries to throw it away, and just this phone just appears out of nowhere and starts tumbling down the hallway.
Wait, no shit.
He throws it. It breaks.
No.
Oh, that'll only be 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Do you...
I don't even have 100 to send this.
Good, I'll take blood.
I have plenty to spare.
That's fine. I have that.
At least I have that.
I have clients that love kobold blood.
No.
Anyway.
Wait, no.
Cecil
Not
or
Cecil.
Cecil, yeah, Cecil's just like, oh, a fresh shipment.
Cecil comes around with a fork and a knife.
Anyway, would you like to get phones as well, Ritzlaw?
Yeah. She sees them and she's like, here. She's like, I kind of want one too.
Typical teenage girl wanting a cell phone.
You're gonna be calling Agathar every 5 minutes just to check on him.
Francois gonna get so many photos of the most random shit.
So yeah. Okay, yeah.
Agathar is going to invent the concept of memes.
No, that's Soifang that does that.
Could you
But
imagine?
it's just like the old school memes, like fucking Velociraptor,
Yes.
fucking
Nothing deep fried.
Anyway, so she'll but if you ask her for a phone, she'll pull out two of them and hand them to you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, speaking of, each of those phones has a number label on the back of them. That's the numbers you push in on the keypad to send messages to or to call the device in question.
Interesting.
Yes. Do keep in mind that if there are 8 rings and they do not pick up, the phone does not pick up naturally. If there are less than 8 rings, it means they canceled the phone call themselves.
I see.
She gives you a thumbs up. Anyone else wanting phones?
I've gotten my thing.
Soren?
Nah, he's good. He's got plenty of sending scrolls.
Okay. Vonnie Valen?
No.
No, okay.
Vonnie Valen don't need cell phones.
They're like masters, like monks. They want for nothing.
He got nobody to talk
I'm
to.
surprised Vonnie's not getting it just to take it apart.
She says that she's not just gonna try to swipe one off later.
Oh, don't do that.
Or
Don't
try
do
to
that.
copy it. Or, make one.
I will say you cannot copy or create these things yourself. The details are too fine and beyond your understanding.
Devices are literally from another dimension.
I can use magic. Like electricity. Magic.
You could use magic to create a facsimile of it, but because it is such a fine mechanical device, you can never recreate it with magic because you do not know the intricacies of it to create them with magic. Like, it's like asking someone to find the color red when they have no concept of what red is, as we understand.
Acts similar to sending spell. It'll be fine.
Anyway, but yeah, no. With that, the door closes, and I begin counting down a particular couple timers.
Hooray.
Yes.
You get back into the cart.
Nope.
The cart, my fault. I'm gonna the cart is over here.
Oh, awesome.
Well, we can just fly over the towns.
It is a 3 days journey.
Yeah, we're all shrouded. Okay.
Well, let's get a move on.
Yes, luckily, with our current power, we should be able to stay out of sight and be able to fly over most of the settlements in the area.
Yep. So the outpost now?
Yes, I suppose we've left your coterie out of the loop long enough.
They'll be fine.
We head in that direction.
All right then.
Also, low-key shed, I intend to make like a rail gun with that that catapult enchantment.
All right.
Morrigan's iron barbs loaded into a rail gun, just.
What? I already created a railgun.
Can it fire 20-pound bars?
If you upscale it, yeah.
his takes gravitum,
Yeah, it does.
but in
Mine takes time. It works off of charges.
all right. Well, as you guys
You say
begin
that, Vuori's
to
fun things too.
as you guys basically leave and begin to make your way towards the undead outpost, we are going to cut away from all of you.
Okay.
Far above you, in the sky, a good distance away from the Birchwood, overseeing everything, a very familiar top hat wearing man emerges to look at a viewport, or to look out of his viewport and at the forest that was not destroyed as he had desired. There is a calm moment of calculation. And then there's a press of a button. Follow them. Make sure you do not lose track of them again. Once my repairs are done, I shall meet them myself. They have destroyed more than enough. Tell the king that the forest will be destroyed once our troops in other fronts are lessened, are relieved of the current pressure. As it stands, a third of it is gone. The witch should be weakened. And with that, He steps away from the viewport, and the ship continues to drift away. As he settles back into a chair, and the missing arm that he has begins to get put back into place and repaired. As the Emperor of Calagrin prepares his counterattack. And with that, we will end session.
I'll take another one, bitch. I'll fucking do it again.
So, bada bing, bada boom. That is the end of today's session.
Woo!
Did you guys have fun?
Very
Yeah.
much so.
I like the Titan fight.
That was sick. That was sick as hell.
Hell yeah. All right then. Well, remember, YouTube audience, we stream this every week on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. CST currently. And, well, 6:30-ish, around that time, p.m. CST. And we post this VOD up on Wednesday. So if you, if you want to catch us live, you can do so and help name the episode, which we are going to go do after this. Agathar, say goodbye to the people.
I'm going to make my life my wallpaper.
Yeah. Morrigan, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Francois, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Soren, say goodbye to the people.
Hopefully you'll be here next week, or we're gonna send a Birch Titan after you.
And Vonnie Valen, you say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right. And from all of us to all of you, have a wonderful day. Oh, bye.
Bye.